You look like someone who can hold their liquor. How about a friendly contest to win a staff? If you're looking for a challenge, you've come to the right place. Ha! We'll see about that. This is a special brew. Very strong stuff. Let's get started.
And the braggart did swagger and brandish his blade.
I'll start round one. Down the hatch.
He had made. But then he went quiet, did Ragnar the Red, when he met the shield maiden Matilda, who said,
Your turn.
"Oh, you talk and you
One down, my friend.
same
One
here.
down.
time that you lied."
And
I'll be
another
needing
one
you to
for
mop the
me.
place down extra tonight.
So then came
Lots of
clashing and
space.
slashing of steel as the brave
Oh,
lass
yes,
Matilda
ma'am.
charged
I'll make
in
sure it
full
gets
of
done.
zeal.
And how about you?
And the braggart named Ragnar was boastful no more, when his ugly red head rolled
So
around
says
the
you.
floor.
I think I've hit my limit on these things. Tell you what, one more and you win the contest. Wow, you've really done it. The staff is yours. You know, you're a fun person to drink with. I know this great little place where the wine flows like water. We should head there. Hey, you don't look so good.
Wake up. That's right. It's time to wake up, you drunken blasphemer. I see. So, you don't remember fondling the statuary then? I'm guessing you also don't remember coming in here and blathering incoherently about marriage or a goat. Which means you don't remember losing your temper and throwing trash all over the temple. Oh, I'd love to help you figure it out, but I'm so busy cleaning up the mess you made of our temple. Now, if you were to help tidy up and perhaps apologize afterwards, I might be able to help you. I suppose that'll do. Dibella teaches us forgiveness, after all. Even for a drunk like you. You were ranting when you got here, but most of it was slurred. You did say something about Rorikstead. Maybe you should take a look there.
You've got a lot of nerve showing yourself in this town again. What do you have to say for yourself? Is that so? Does the name Gleda ring a bell? The star beauty of my farm? Kidnapped by a drunk lout and sold to a giant? You better remember her right fast before I call the guards and have you hauled away. You're damn right it does. I'll never breed another prize-winning goat like Gleda. And don't you think of coming back to Rorikstead until you get her back from that giant. You really don't remember stealing a goat and selling her to a giant? Are you thick? Go get her! At least she's bound to follow you back. You smell just like the fermented feed she likes. You didn't seem to need either to sell Gleda to the giant in the first place. I think you'll figure it out. You mentioned something like that when you were running off with my goat. Tell you what, you bring back my goat, and maybe I'll give a damn about your staff. Name's Ennis. If you've got friends who do business in Whiterun, they might know me. Gladder! I've not a scratch on her. Happy day! I still can't figure out why you stole her. You left a note explaining it, but half of it was gibberish and the rest had mead spilled on it. Only bit I could make out was repaying Ysolda in Whiterun, and even that's mostly scribbles. Guess you could try there. Until next time.
So, you're finally back. Look, I've been patient, but you still owe me. It's not about the money, really. I wouldn't have given you the wedding ring on credit if you weren't so obviously in love. But if there isn't going to be a wedding, the least you can do is give the ring back. That was one of my best pieces. You went right out to give it to your fiancé. Don't you even remember where you left him? And after you told me that sweet story of how you met in Misty Grove, I can see why he left you. How could you forget? It was the sweetest story I'd ever heard. You met at the full moon, under the biggest tree in Misty Grove, surrounded by fireflies. It was straight out of a storybook. I'm sure your bride-to-be will tell you when and where the ceremony will be. If she still wants to marry you when you tell her you can't afford the ring.
Fruit and fresh vegetables for sale.
Decided to go through with it then. I know you couldn't have forgotten about your fiancée. You spoke of her so glowingly. I don't know much about Morvunskar, but it sounded like a lovely place for the ceremony. Congratulations.
Still warm from the oven.
Farewell.
All day and night, and what do I do?
Over here!
Out of our gate. You can't hide from me. Hey!
you're here. I was beginning to think you might not make it. I thought you might not remember your first trip here. You had a big night. I think you've definitely earned the staff. Oh, the Hagraven feather and so on. You can throw all those out. You see, I really just needed something to encourage you to go out into the world and spread merriment. Yes? Just a prank? Just a prank? The Daedric Lord of Debauchery does not deal in mere pranks. This may have begun as a minor amusement, but it wasn't long before I realized you'd make a more interesting bearer of my not-quite-holy staff. My pleasure, but I think it's time for you to go. No fun keeping you locked up in here with the staff.